Hey guys, my name is Tim, and I bought the HFA, system, all three. The HFA Mini, the HFA V2 for the car or any vehicle, and then the HFA for the home or office. I put the HFA for the home, in my own home, in my bedroom, and so that was where I put that. I have the HFA on me most of the time. Right now, it's getting cleaned in a solution with like lemon and lemon juice and sea salt. And then my HFA is in my car right now for the V2. So I was going to want to just give a testimonial with the HFA Mini. We'll start with that. With that, what I've noticed is that pretty quickly my interactions with people were just a bit smoother and calmer. There was also, it just seemed like that things were flowing a little bit more smoothly when it came to communicating with them. Sometimes when I would have to think more quickly, it would just come easier instead of having to like think about maybe answers for a second. I'm in school, so one of the things was that I was able to think more clearly a little bit. Is one of the things. One of the other things that I noticed, which is really really big, was that there was a lot of synchronicities, and that's been happening. It seemed like at first, like every other day, there was a new synchronicity, whereas things would happen, and like for example, I had a friend told me about like an app, that was for stock trading. I'm not a huge stockbroker trader of any kind, but I was trying to think about it. I'm like, what was it called? And he talked about it like about 5 or 6 years ago, and then I kid you not, I was listening to a podcast with Joey Diaz's, and he had it. Of all the things that I heard, was at the beginning of that podcast, and this was like 2 hours later, maybe. Um, he had an advertisement for that exact app that I was trying to think of. That's one example of a synchronicity. One of the other things I noticed was that when I was talking to people that I've had issues with, they weren't combative. Um, is one of the things. So that's like with the HFA Mini that I noticed. And I've had that for about a year. I'm sorry, not a year. For about a month and a half, maybe 2 months at this point. And what's funny was that the first day that I got it, I saw with the USPS tracker that it was supposed to be delivered today, and I wanted to have it for for that night. It was Friday, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to get it until like Monday. But I'm like, I want it now. So I put out the intention that I was gonna get it. I'm gonna get it today. And I went home and I didn't realize this, but I had to have somebody sign for it. So the guy, the delivery driver, he left a note in my car. I'm sorry, he left a note on my doorstep. Say we can pick it up tomorrow at this time. We'll try again. But I'm like, I want it right now. I want it today. So I was like, maybe, it's been some time after that time when it was to be delivered, and I'm like, maybe I'll go to the post office. I started driving towards the post office, and then funny thing was that I actually recognized the driver in one of the delivery trucks, and I was like, oh wait a minute, that's my delivery truck guy, and he was driving the opposite direction. This was a little bit odd, but I'm like, I know he's, I kind of sense, I'm like, he has it right in that truck. I know it. So sure enough, I turn around and then I follow him to where he stopped next. And I pulled up right behind him, which is a little odd, but he kind of realized it was me and he knew why I was behind him. So he pulled out the exact package and it had the HFA home and the Mini. And I got it that day. Another thing that was really cool was that I was supposed to have plans with somebody earlier that evening, and then they were kind of falling through. But then the person said, "You know what? Actually, I can make it." And so that was another great thing that happened as well. So, you can use these tools kind of in a way like, like maybe an extra little boost for having intentions. Although, the power comes from us, having these makes things happen just a little bit smoother, and a few more and things will happen like more synchronistic events to help you get what you need. So that's the HFA Mini.